Hello, it's ScouseMouse here, and welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy VII. Let's go! Alright, everyone's a bit low on magic points, aren't they? Or Cloud and Aeris are, anyway. Let's see if we can get them healed up sometime soon, before we go back up to war. But I think before we do that, we're gonna have a chat with our crew down at the campfire. Hey, Yuffie. How's it going? What a boring place, just like I thought. I want to go somewhere. Let's go find some materia. Yeah, you'll soon learn that Yuffie's obsessed with materia. And stealing it. I wonder how many years it's been. Gosh, brings back memories. I learned a lot. The elders taught me many things. About the Cetra, about the Promised Land. I'm alone. I'm all alone now. But we're here for you, right? I know, but I'm the only Cetra. Does that mean we can't help? Cosmo Canyon. This is where Avalanche was born. I promised my guys someday when we saved the planet from the Shinra that we'd all go to Cosmo Canyon and celebrate. Biggs, Wedge, Jesse. Now they're all gone. Died for the planet. Really? To save the planet? We all hate the Shinra. Do I even gotta go on? Will they ever forgive me? Right now I really don't know, but I know one thing. If there's anything I can do to save the planet, or the people living on it, then I'm gonna do it. I don't care if it's for justice, or revenge, or whatever. I don't care. Let them decide for themselves. I'm gonna do it! Again. Again! Avalanche is born again! Cloud. Bonfires are funny, aren't they? They make you remember all sorts of things. You know, Cloud, 5 years ago... It's nothing. No, forget it. I'm afraid to ask. What is it? It feels like you're going far away. You really are you, right? What kind of a question is that, Tifa? I am me. Long ago, when I was still very small, we were all around this flame. No, never mind. What happened? It's about my parents. When I talk about my mother, I'm full of pride and joy, and that's fine. But when I remember my father, my heart is full of anger. You really can't forgive your father. Of course, he left my mother for dead. When the G tribe attacked, he ran off by himself, leaving Mother and the people of the canyon. Come, Nanaki, there's something you should see. The place may be dangerous. Cloud, will you and one other person come with us? Right. So obviously we've got to take a red, and let's stick with Aeris. All the materia is already on Aeris as well, so it means we don't have to fiddle around with swapping stuff about. Actually, what I'm going to do is sneakily just jump out of here quick, leave the city, use a tent to fill up our magic points and whatnot. Then go back in and we'll crack on. Because as Bugenhagen said, the place we're going could be dangerous. There we go, everyone is back fighting fit. And we can go on this journey. So yeah, our good old buddy Red XIII, we're going to find out a little bit more about his backstory right now. You know, so he hates his dad for being a coward and kind of leaving his family behind and his mother behind, deserting the village. find out more. Here he is. Ho ho ho! Are we all set? Yep. Ho ho ho! Shall we go? I always thought that was really weirdly high tech for what the kind of rest of the city looks like. Alright, come in, come in! Hey, aren't you going with us, Grandpa? What? Are you crazy? It's dangerous in there. I told you that. You want an old man like me should go first? I'll be right behind you. Right, lead the way, Cloud. Right, so let's hop down some ladders. There's that beautiful music again. I absolutely love the music of Cosmo Canyon. What's going on here? This is a strange looking rock. Should we break it open? Yeah, let's break it open. Oh! So there's 4 of these kind of rocks dotted around this room, and one of them is going to lead to the kind of path to carry on in the place, and one of them I think leads to a piece of materia, and then the other 2 are just fights. All 4 will be a fight, but I think 2 of them open up a path. So these are pretty easy to deal with. In fact, we could probably just use our physical attacks and kind of save our magic. In case we need it for, you know, using summons and all that kind of jive. I don't think we've got any new summons to show off. But we may have some more new ones soon. Who knows? Skewer. Have a kebab. Right, Aeris can do her limit break. Because everyone is a bit wounded. She's done this quite a few times now. I'm thinking she should be learning her level 2 or a second stage limit break pretty soon. Maybe even after this one. After this battle. Ooh. Is this? Yep, there we go. No. Maybe one more time and then we'll unlock it. Yeah, so there was nothing down that hole. Ah. As it happens, I'm pretty sure I remember which one is the correct one to open. So if I'm right, I'll show you in a minute. If I'm wrong, then there you go. Right, let's give them a bit of an aqua lung actually. I know we said we'd save our magic, but what can I say? Oh, someone's done that kind of death sentence thing on Aeris. So, if we'd have got to if she'd have run out of those seconds, she'd be dead. But we have plenty of time. Ooh, cover leveled up. So when cover levels up, it means that the kind of percentage chance of him protecting someone increases. Right, let's break it open. I'm pretty sure it's this one that we need to do. There it is. Opens up the path up here. Ho ho ho! Everyone's here. Everyone here is a ghost of the G tribe, killed in a certain battle. A certain battle? The vengeful spirits of the Gi didn't disappear, and couldn't return to the live stream. We still have far to go. Ho ho ho! He's a jolly old chap, Bugenhagen, isn't he? I love Bugenhagen. Of all the kind of the non-playable characters, I really like him. Right, so you gotta be very careful on that oily slick, because if you run across it, you slide. And then if you slide into that wall, you go sliding straight into a wall full of spikes. It's quite painful. We've got added effect material. Now I'll show you what that does, or tell you what it does. So we're going to have to stop doing... Well, we don't have to, but I'm going to stop doing poison all now. And instead we're going to have poison added effect. So what that means is that every time Red 13 does just a regular attack, it has the added effect of potentially poisoning them as well. Right, well, let's have ice all instead then, eh? And we'll put the cover back on. So we're having to get rid of transform. But, oh god, we haven't even give out the HP plus. How shameful of me. Who are we going to give it to? Let's give it to Eris, because she's always pretty low on energy, isn't she? Scandalous. That's a brilliant material. You've got to give that out. Oh, of course, when we bought it, we only had Cloud with us at the time. That was why. Yeah, so now every time Red 13 attacks anyone, there's a chance to poison them. Just with this kind of regular attack. Which is obviously very nice. Yeah, so don't run over the oil slick. Trying to remember where to go now. I'm feeling lost. Oh, we'll figure it out. Deal with these dudes first, anyway. And... well, this isn't going to be a chance to show off whether we can poison them or not, because it's a limit break, so I don't know if that even counts. And I expect them to kill them first go anyway. Come on. See if you can poison someone with 13. Show us how it's done. Oh, they're dead. Right, we'll have a bit of a cure, don't mind if I do. God, Red 13's taking a battering, isn't he? I suppose that is one of the side effects as well of having cover. Obviously, you know, he takes hits. Hey, there you go. See, he poisoned someone. Just with a regular attack. That is the... so... you know, you can add the added effect alongside a materia to add that effect. So there's materials that give you the ability to put people to sleep, or the ability to turn people into a toad. All sorts of different... ooh, there we go. Cloud's just learned the enemy skill death sentence. Although I never use it, to be honest. Because... against anyone who's kind of really tough, like a boss, it never works. It just doesn't work at all. And then if it's against someone who's really weak, I'll have killed them long before the timer runs out anyway. So it's just a totally pointless, skill as far as I'm concerned. Oh yeah, I think we go down this way, maybe? Hang on, no, this is the way we came in. We go up. I know where we're going now. It feels like forever since Cloud got his limit break up. In fact, I think what I'm going to do is see if there's anything that I could swap over. Yeah, I'm going to give... I'm going to take long range off Red 13. I'm going to give long range to Red 13 rather, and give Cloud the cover. And that means that Cloud's going to be taking hits more often. So it means I need to put Red 13 in the back row now, by the way, because he's the one who's doing long distance attacks now. Yeah, so it means that Cloud's going to get hurt more, basically, which means he'll get his limit break up faster, which means that we can learn his next limit break. A black M-phone. So all of Cat Sith's weapons are called M-phones, or they're different coloured megaphones, basically. He attacks people with a megaphone. Right. I guess let's just sled fang them. What can she do? Let's do a regular attack. And then Cloud can... we haven't done a level 2 bolt actually. Let's show you what a level 2 bolt looks like. Obviously you've seen what a level 1 bolt looks like. And level 2 just looks a little bit more juicy. And look at that. Work the charm. Cloud's limit break is there already. I think it was pretty close already, to be fair. Boom! Just looks a bit more chunky. Right, so he's going to do that. So it's going to do a big attack on the guy that I hit, that I aimed at. And then it'll split off and probably kill the other guys as well. Boom. And then it splits off. 100 each. Didn't quite kill them. Oh, Red XIII is poisoned. There we go. Hey, a couple of level ups there. And almost one for Eris. Probably got loads of experience off that, didn't we? Right, so if we go to the right here and up, there's another chest. And then we can proceed north. Ether. Ethers are always nice. If I haven't already explained, by the way, ethers just top up your magic points. Alright, let's deal with these guys again. Now you may be wondering why Eris's attacks are doing so little. Obviously, she's not as strong as the big guys, the big tough guys with their big swords and whatever. But on top of that, I've got her in the back row. Just because most of what she does is magic. So being in the back row, you know, her magic still does just as much damage. But because she's in the back row, she takes a lot less damage as well. So, happy for her to be in the back, taking less damage. Hey, level up. We got 5,000 quid now as well. So, I was gutted that we couldn't get all the HP and MP plus materials for all the people that I wanted. But hopefully we can make a bit of money here and maybe buy them on the way back to Cosmo Canyon. As you can see, this cave leads to the back of Cosmo Canyon. It was unfortunate that the Gi were larger than us. If they attacked through here, we wouldn't have stood a chance. Let's move on. Right. More caves to be discovered. And there is a... Oh, no, we don't want to go that way. Which way do we want to go? I can't remember. Right, I think we're going to have to fight a giant spider as we go through one of these webs, but I don't think there's any way around it. Hang on, you're not a giant spider. What are you? This is just the guy who does the skewer, isn't it? I think. We'll deal with this guy, no worries. When are they going to learn? You're not even going to survive 60 seconds, mate. Don't waste your time on that move. There we go. Job's a good one. Hey, and Eris's restores leveled up, which means that I'm just going to use it actually. Although I'm not going to use level 2. Basically, it just heals more HP, but it's significantly more magic points. So it'll actually be a really long time before I ever use Cure 2. Because Cure 1 does, with how little energy we've got, Cure 1 more than does enough for a long time. There we go, this is what I was talking about. So what can we give him? We'll just do a regular attack. Red 13 can do a regular attack as well, because that might poison him. And Eris can do fire level 2. I don't think... Ooh, 400. Go on, Eris. Yeah, I don't think these guys are particularly tough, if I remember rightly. I reckon he's going to be dead in the next 30 seconds. Who's going to give the... Ooh, Sting Bomb. I didn't enjoy that. Although... Cloud's going to repay the fate. Oh, get up! That is the danger of having cover on. Is that sometimes they take a hit when they've got really low energy and you think, no, stop it, you idiot! Ouch! What? That only did 34 damage. Maybe, I've got a feeling, if the fact that it did so little there, I think what that move must do is it must knock off a certain percentage of your energy. So regardless of how much energy you've got, it'll always knock off, you know, 80% or whatever. So because I had so little, that must have been why it did so little damage. Hey, there we go. Yeah, so if we go down here, we should be able to... In fact, I'm just going to heal up Cloud. Because so he's got 86 energy. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the potions. Because as I've said before, healing 100 in the middle of a battle is just meaningless. So I'll never use them in battle. I might as well use them now. A fairy ring. What do you do? Fairy ring protects against poison and darkness. Nah. I'm okay with it for now. What we're ultimately looking for is a kind of accessory called a ribbon. And that protects against all status ailments, poison, sleep, also everything. That's what we want. We're going to get 3 of them, 1 for each member. That is by far the best accessory in the game. And they're not that hard to come by either, so we'll all have 1 each before long. And Red XIII's already got the 2nd stage of his limit break, so that the way he's going to learn his next level is by just killing enemies. So, you know, he doesn't need to get his limit break up at the moment. Oh, death sentence. I love the image of that death sentence, by the way, that kind of gaping skull. Oh. What the hell are these things, by the way? It's like a weird dog, a weird spiky dog with an absolutely terrible haircut. Hey, and Cloud's all's leveled up. So again, that means he can do, you know, whatever that's attached to, he can do that spell more. Oops. Gone the wrong way. I have to fight another one of these little spiders, don't I? I say little. Pretty big. Yeah, so if we're going to be fighting another one of them, I'm going to go in fully charged. Go! Hello, Mr. Spider! Oh, let's give him a summon. Let's get this out the way, and let's give him another summon. Oh no, 46 magic. Oh, screw it, let's do it. Why not? What are they, you know, that's what they're there for, isn't it? Nice little fire under there. Good work, Red. Three summons here. Seems a bit excessive, but why not, eh? Look at that. Bloody hell, the spider's almost is pretty much the same size as Titan. That is a big spider. Oh, that's crushed by a rock. How did that not kill the spider? Judgment Bolt. This has got to be the finishing blow, surely. From up high, Rama strikes you down. $600? No, he's not even dead. Scandalous. Okay, Aeris is going to need to get... Oh, she can get the healing wind on the go. Oh, that's handy, because Cloud's just been whacked by it as well. Jesus. Double whammy. On the bright side, if it is one of those moves that kind of always takes off like a fixed rate of, say, 80% of your energy, then it means that it's a weapon that's impossible... or a move, rather, that's impossible to kill you. Because it'll just keep... Or at least it'll take an extremely long time to kill you. Due to, like, rounding. Here we go. Another spider down. God, she is low on the magic points, isn't she? Or Aeris. Can we go through? I'm sure there's a way to get to that chest. This warrior went through the cave all alone, fighting attackers one after another. Grandpa, That warrior? Oh, 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 we're almost there. Okay. Let's proceed. Here we go. Ugh, what is that? What is this? Grandpa? Is he? After death, the ghosts of the Gi like stagnant air. This can't be. Whoa. Boss time. Except there is a ridiculous way to kill this boss. So basically, this guy is undead. I'll just heal us while I talk. This guy is undead, so the way to hurt him, he's like a zombie. The way to hurt him is by actually healing him. So a Phoenix Down, I think a Phoenix Down has like a 25% chance of killing him. But if you use an X potion, if I can find one, if you use an X potion on him, make sure you use it on him and not yourself. This kills him in one go. So Eris is healing herself. I think it's Red XIII who's going to use the potion. Use the potion. Dead. You will not fight an easier boss in this game. No, you won't. Or in any game. There are other ways of killing them, but that is a, a great way of doing it. Nice few quid there. Lots of experience. Thank you, Cloud. Because of you, we survived. Nanaki, you have grown strong too. Oh yeah? Now I know that it wasn't a mistake bringing you here. Come. I have something I want to show you, right over here. Make sure you pick up that green materia. And that is gravity, so we'll be giving that to someone, definitely. Might as well give it out now, quick. I guess we can just take sense off Eris. We don't need the sense. Right. What is it that Bugenhagen wants to show us? Listen to that music. This is the warrior who fought against the Gi. He kept them from taking even one step into Cosmo Canyon. But he was never able to return to town. Look, Nanaki. Look at your father, at the warrior, Seto. Oh, that music. So Red XIII's dad wasn't a coward. He was the saviour of Cosmo Canyon. That's Seto? Seto continued to fight the Gi tribe here, to protect this canyon. Even after the Gi's poisonous arrows turned his body to stone. Even after they all ran away, Seto continued to protect us. And he continues to protect us even now. Even now? You thought that he was a coward and ran away, but he alone risked his life for Cosmo Canyon. That is your father, Seto. That is Seto? Did Mother know? Ho ho ho, she knew. The two of them made me promise to keep this cave shut. They asked me to seal it myself and not to tell a soul. They said we should forget about this cave. Cloud, would you mind leaving the two of us alone? Nanaki, I want you to continue your journey with Cloud and the others. Grandpa! Listen, Nanaki. Cloud says they're trying to save the planet. Honestly, I don't think it can be done. For even if they stop every reactor on the planet, it's only going to postpone the inevitable. Even if they stop Sephiroth, everything will perish. But Nanaki, I've been thinking lately. I've been thinking if there was anything we could do. As a part of the planet, something to help a planet already in misery. No matter what happens, isn't it important to try? Am I just wishing against fate? I'm too old to do anything about it. This year I'll be 130. Ho ho ho. That is why, Nanaki, you must go with them. For my sake. Grandpa. I wanted to show you your real father before you left. I'm so glad you came back while I was still alive to show you. Grandpa, don't talk like that. I don't want to think of life without you. Ho ho, well, I've had a long life. Grandpa, you must live. I'll see to it. I'll see to what's happening to the planet and I'll come back to tell you. Nanaki. I am Nanaki of Cosmo Canyon, the son of the warrior Seto. I'll come back a warrior true to that noble name. So please, Grandpa. Oh. That's SETO'S. Seto, father. SETO'S tears. Buggy's fixed, so we can go now. Shall we get going? So this is it. Red XIII. That's just the way it goes. You came in handy at times. So he's staying behind, is he? Yeah, that is... I can't think of a scene in a game that I've ever found more emotional than that scene. That is, I don't know how they do it. Absolutely brilliant. In fact, before we do leave without him, I would like to get some more of those HP plus and MP plus materials. How much are they again? Oh, 8,000! Have they gone up in price? I'm sure they were 6,000 last time we came. That is scandalous. Oh god, I thought we'd be able to get more than one. Okay, which one's more important? I guess more magic points is probably more important. If you got more magic points, then you can always heal yourself more, which makes up for the lower energy. Okay, fine, we're just gonna have to drop the fire. We're gonna give her MP plus. And if there's anyone you want to have double your extra magic points for, it's your magic character, isn't it, Eris? So they go up levels as well, by the way, those materia. I'll just quickly show you. So at the moment, having that on gives you an extra 10% magic points, you can see there. When it goes up a level, it'll be an extra 20%, 30, 40, and then 50% when it gets kind of maxed out at level 5. So they are pretty chunky, and if you have two of them on at the same time, then yeah, It's twice as chunky. Right, so our buggy's fixed. It's time to go.
Wait for me. I'm coming too. Cloud, please look after Nanaki.
What happened?
I think I grew up a little. That's what happened.
Right, off we go then. Looks like he is sticking around. Now, because of that, we're going to have to get on our phone. I'm sorry, Barrett, but I'll see you later. We're taking Red with us. Let's hop in our buggy and go. So we're done with Cosmo Canyon for now. As I say, we will come back there because I really want to get a HP plus and an MP plus for every single character in the team. But we'll have to do that later when we've made a bit more money. Oh, look at that. A couple of our characters. I don't know if that's new and I just haven't noticed, but a couple of our characters now have 1,000 HP or energy, whatever you want to call it. I had this discussion on Twitter about whether you call that HP or energy or health. But yeah, two of our guys are in the 1,000s now. Very nice. I've always called it energy, but I'm clearly in the minority because no one agrees with me. That's them dealt with. Right, so we're going to head north to the only place we can go, across the river, and there should be a little town waiting for us. Right there. You'll recognise this one. We've never been here before, technically. Do you remember it? This is Nibelheim from our flashback 5 years ago.
This is Nibelheim? I heard it burned down.
Yeah, what's going on there? Our flashback showed it burning down 5 years ago. They've rebuilt it pretty well, if that's right. Yeah. Hey, what's going on?
I'm not lying.
I remember the intense heat of the flames. Were we lying to the rest of our team? I don't know. But we're going to find that out next time. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've really enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you did. And I will see you next time for more Final Fantasy VII. Bye bye. Spiky dog with an absolutely terrible haircut.